5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome to Sunday Night Music Scene. Tim and Tony and Tim, and Laura Davis.
That's right. Back again. She hadn't been with us in quite a while, so here she is for your viewing pleasure.
We've come a long way since then. I have new sneakers.
Well, we're glad to know that you did get new footwear, Tim.
Just building out there. Laura joining the conversation. Dear Lord and heck, she's not mute. You've heard her sing and play guitar.
Exactly. She just thinks that we're crazy.
She's crazy.
And she might be smelling your sneakers. Who knows?
Whoa, is that what you're into?
Nah.
Let me tell you, I worked at a new shoe store when I was really young. And I would be, nothing like the smell of a new shoe. How about you?
I'm good.
Okay. Anyway, maybe she likes the smell of gasoline. I was at the gas station and, I'm sorry, my tank for filling my mower, my gas canister. Robert walks over, he's 7 years old. He goes, I like the smell of gas. And he started sniffing the thing. So I was like, stop that.
Yeah, you better hit that one off really quick.
Yeah.
Yes. See, he also likes farts, gas and farts.
Oh, dear God, dude.
So just don't light a cigarette.
Good to know.
But we got a good show for you today because not only is Laura with us, but we also have Laura performing an Alison Krauss song. What song is that?
Looking in the Eyes of Love.
Really? Now, why'd you choose that song? Have you been looking in the eyes of love lately, Laura? Come on, spill it. We want to make people cry when they come on the show.
Oh, dear God, dude.
You got onions?
No comment on that one.
All righty then. Oh, we've embarrassed our first guest. I love it. So what have you been up to? Let's introduce Laura Davis, guitar player extraordinaire.
Yes.
She's part of the duo Tanglewood. You got to Tanglewood. You have to go Austin Powers when you say it.
Yeah, I've been doing some shows with Ann Meadows from Tanglewood, and then my other friend Nanette Garrett. And
Nanette, much love. Gang sign.
She told me to tell you hey, by the way, yesterday. So that one's for you, Nanette.
Oh, wait a minute. Red Bull label's out. Sorry. Copyright infringement.
Oh, God, yeah. Really?
Oh, wait a minute. Here's what I think about that. Anyway, see, but this is PG, so I couldn't show you the full boob.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know after that. You can copy.
All right, so anyway, you've been working on some projects with Nanette. Now, Nanette Garrett is she plays guitar, sings.
Bass, yeah.
Is she the main, for the rock band Garrett, but is she singing most of the songs?
No, we do a really good mix. We do a lot of different type of music, but evened it out, kind of half and half. Do my stuff, she does her stuff.
I got you. Now, is Garrett still together?
I think they are. They're actually currently looking for a drummer. So that's their biggest hang up right now. But.
Well, if you want to wait 4 or 5 years, I'll take up the drums and I'm your guy.
Well, maybe we can start looking around and try to help with that.
That would be greatly appreciated.
I know a few people that play drums. I don't know how busy they are in their regular days, but I know of a couple I can reach out to.
She would appreciate it because she loves playing with a full band, and they're a really good group, and loves playing music. So.
Now, I tell you, most people don't realize that your drummer is one of your most important people in the band.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny how people just don't get recognized. It's kind of a hierarchy. You got your lead singer. I'm talking about now, you take an all-male rock group. That's just the only thing that I can really go for.
He is such a sexist.
Well, follow me out here and you understand what I'm playing. In an all-male rock group, and I'm talking about as far as popularity, it usually goes where the lead singer is the guy who, he gets all the women, all the attention. Lead guitar player, he's next in line. Next after that is your rhythm guitar player. Next is your drummer. And unfortunately, last guy in line is your bassist. That's usually the way it goes. Your bassist, people are like, oh, who's the bassist player again? A lot of people have counteracted that, though. If you noticed, a lot of times your bass players have started being your lead vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Like who?
Well, Kip Winger was the first to really do that one. Mm-hmm. Kip Winger, when he formed Winger, he was the lead vocalist. He named the band after him. He was the bass player.
You a Winger fan?
I've heard some of their music, but not all of them.
Then you take
she is so young.
Tennessee Champagne is coming to the Mills.
Yes.
Their lead singer is also the bass player.
Okay. Well, all right, let's do a Weldon Mills plug. Okay, music is back. Now, last night we sat down with the guys from Steele County Express And now they're a cover band, but boy, they had some war stories.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what, these guys have been through bands where they've played originals, and now to them it's all about playing the music. They just like to play music, and they like to just roll around in northeastern North Carolina, and well, basically eastern North Carolina itself, northeastern South Carolina, as they were saying, and they just enjoy having a good time. It's just a 3-member band, and they bring it when they bring it.
They were a lot of fun. You too bad you weren't there last night. These guys were just, all 3 of them had funny personalities. So they were joking. In fact, you know what? Let's do it. We got an interview with the guys and sit down with them. We had a good time with them, and I took some little clips from them playing throughout the night. So here we go. Steele County Express. All right, as promised, we're here at Weldon Mills Friday night with Steele County Express. And of course, Tony.
Always me, dude. I'm a permanent fixture here.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Well, you're called, what is it called? The Weldon Mafia? Did you know that they're connected? Oh, yeah.
He's like, hey, Tony, I want his knees broke. Tony,
exactly, right.
Well, see, I'm the godfather, and see what happens is if somebody screws up, we got people, and then one of them ice pick it, the other one's going to deep six you in the river. That's how it works.
Well, I do like to swim, so we're okay.
Yeah.
How good a swimmer is it? Okay, so introduce yourselves.
I'm Jake Steele, guitar and vocals.
Mike Simpson, drum and vocals.
Aaron Smith on bass and pretending to be singing, sort of.
So Steele County, is there a Steele County?
No,
Is it Steele as in Steele?
Jake Steele, yeah. It's
And you're in the county, right?
sort of. I'm from Pennsylvania, so how's that?
Ooh, what part?
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. I think Al's Diamond Cabaret's up that way.
I'm more of a crocodile guy, but fair enough.
Okay. I was there once when LaToya Jackson was doing her thing with the snake.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
I've got that episode somewhere.
You have
The
it?
issue, I've got it. I've got that issue of play.
It doesn't surprise me. All right, so what are we hearing tonight? We're going to take a couple little snippets from each song that you do and just kind of throw it in with the mix. Your country rock?
Yes, all of it.
Perfect.
George Strait to ZZ Top. I mean, with the influence that you see here, I mean, these guys grew up in West Virginia together playing rock and roll, and we all like country music. And we're not talking about this new crazy country. We're talking about more like 90s stuff. And
I got you.
maybe up to about 2010 or so, I think.
When country was country.
That's true. It's gotten a little off track, but then again, it always does.
True.
And as far as the rock and roll goes, ZZ Top, and we even play AC/DC a little bit.
Ooh, AC/DC. We got to tie in. Well, a lot of our shows are also played over in Australia.
Cool.
So we got a following over there, and we blend music a lot. So
I hear they like their rocking down under. So.
they do like their rock. I mean, if you ever listen to our station, a good core of our rock bands and our artists, independent, are Australian based.
And of course, the thing is we feature a guy named Dave Evans. He was the original frontman for AC/DC.
Those guys would know that. These guys are the rock historians of the band. Between the Kiss Army and AC/DC.
Ooh, Kiss Army. Who's a Kiss Army fan?
Well,
Both.
he and I both. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I took my boys to see him, and I might take my grandbabies to see him.
Very cool.
And I've seen Kiss every 10 years since I was. Well, I'm old, so we'll go with that.
You and I went
A long
last
time.
time, August of 2019. Tim and I went to see Kiss at Virginia Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And we, instead of sitting out on the lawn with everybody else, we decided to break for the $200 seat ticket so we could get close. And I tell you what, even having Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley close to 70 years old, they still brought it.
They still did it, but the money they had involved in that
Oh, good
set
God,
was
the tent.
crazy.
You know what? Aaron posted something the other day about just an old school production of the Flames. It's just nobody does it like
Alive
that.
too. Alive 2.
Oh.
Pictures from Alive 2.
Without
That was my
a doubt.
first concert.
Really?
Huntington, West Virginia, 1970.
Yeah,
Actually, probably you were there.
I was
Yeah,
there.
those people. I'm the young one in the band. I'm a little bit younger than them, so it's just enough of a generation gap. And I'm not a huge Kiss fan, but during this crazy pandemic garbage, we were doing shows from my house, and just as a goof, we put out on the internet that we were going to do a Kiss show, and it went nuts.
Oh, dude, why didn't you got to tag us in this?
Yeah.
You know, it's the video. The video is still there. I'll find it. I'll send it to you. And so from my living room. Now, these guys didn't have to do anything to get ready for this show. They already know these songs, played them their whole life. So from my living room, we did a Kiss set, and we made more money doing that Kiss set than we did trying to go live because everybody's trying to go live, trying to do something about it.
Oh yeah.
And we had a good time with it. I mean,
It was fun.
And it I don't know if I'm a Kiss Army member, but
I think we can play just about anything off the first, 6 or
yeah,
6
these
or
guys
8
know
hours.
every song there is. So.
I love it. Because I am a huge Kiss fan. They're my number 2 band of all time.
So who's your number 1 team?
Aerosmith. I just
Okay.
Yeah.
we love Aerosmith since rocks.
We like Aerosmith. I love Aerosmith.
Now pre-Run DMC, though, Pump was a great album.
You mean when they were on drugs?
Yes.
You like the drug Steven Tyler.
Oh, I do. Probably the
When they
biggest.
cleaned up, they started singing "Crying," and I was like,
We started crying.
maybe you should do the drug. No, I shouldn't say that.
All right, so best Aerosmith album, Toys in the Attic. Thank you,
Rocks. Yeah.
thank you.
Aaron,
By far, rock.
Mike,
I still like Toys in the
Toys
Attic.
in the
Okay,
By
okay.
I
far
like
rock.
Toys in the
You know,
Attic
he's
myself.
the drummer. It's okay.
Well, yeah.
And I think the new records, I'd probably get a grip. I think Get a Grip's their best.
Get a
their
Grip.
best newer stuff.
Pump didn't suck.
No,
No,
Pump's not bad, but
Pump
I
was
think Get a
an
Grip is
awesome,
my favorite.
awesome album. You know,
As
one of my
can tell,
favorite.
I'm still lost in the 80s.
Yeah, he's a Hair Nation guy.
Yeah, that was my thing. I mean, I followed all the hair bands.
Yeah,
But
I feel you.
we all did.
It was a fun
I
time.
did have hair at one point. He still does. But
But
my
you know
girls
what?
know.
I
did
had
come
long hair
from-
yesterday. It popped right out when I had the window down.
I can tell you my experience of coming close to that rock and roll fantasy. You guys ever seen Rock of Ages?
Hey guys.
Sure.
Okay, have you ever seen the stage production or just the movie?
Just a movie.
Okay, the movie originated off of the Broadway stage production.
Okay.
So when the rights came available for that, in North Carolina we did it. I was Stacey Jackson.
I was Candy.
I had platinum blonde hair. I mean, I went all out.
I had a Catholic schoolgirl miniskirt and high heels.
Yeah, I was at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, I've done that one too. Been to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the road stuff at the stage. That's kind of a cliche. People have been doing that since '75.
I wish we would do that production. That would be awesome.
It
I
is
want to be
fun.
Riff Raff.
Well, you make a great riff.
No, thank you. Well, wait a minute, I think. All right, let's talk about the band. So right now you're basically a cover band, which is fine.
We're not. We are a cover band. With writing originals, just something that the three of us have probably done in our lifetimes many times over. I mean, Aaron spent time in California doing that, and the bottom line is we love to play. And writing and producing a record costs way too much money, and we don't really have
to
time
no
for it.
return, unfortunately,
Right.
these days.
It
in the
is.
music business.
Nothing wrong with a cover band. Some of my best memories going back into my young musical days are just cover bands. Jimmy Charisma and the Spiders in Brigantine, New Jersey. We got Unbroken around here. Of course, they're broken at the moment.
They no longer play, but I tell you what, those guys, they really had a following when they were playing, and their lead guitarist, Gil Farrell, that guy's like one of the best guitar players I've ever seen in my life.
I tried to recruit him for a band I was forming. He would have nothing. He wanted
Well,
to be a cover band.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm kind of that way. I mean, I don't really have
He had a
a
jealous
desire to write it
That was
anymore
the
than I did at one point in the '90s. But and I don't know. I can't really say. We really haven't talked about it as a group. I mean, these guys, as the three of us, it's been what now? Is it 2 years for you now, Mike? No,
1.5.
1.5. So 1.5 is the three of us. He's been with me for 3 years now.
3.5.
3.5, and the band's been around for 6 years.
Hey,
Well, if you haven't had that urge, you're probably good.
Yeah, I'm not. And before that, I played in any number of cover bands you can think of, from beach music to dance music to whatever paid the bills. If you'll hire me to play guitar, I'll smile and play anything you want.
Yeah.
I'll say
Reminds
that
me of
to
Laura
my girl.
Davis.
yeah.
Now, where are you guys from? What exactly?
We live in Onslow County, North Carolina. These two live in Hubert, which is near Swansboro, and I live on the north side of Jacksonville.
Okay.
Where the Marine base is.
I know where it is.
I live in Richlands.
Okay.
Okay.
My
So-
sister lives in Onslow County.
Right on. Yeah, I mean it's kind of just laid back. Don't cost a lot to live there, and nobody really bothers us.
Close to the beach.
That's right.
Exactly.
Oh, I miss
We
the
like that.
beach.
Tops of beach, man.
Close to the beach.
I'm landlocked.
Aaron goes to Amarillo.
Emerald
all the
is
time.
real big. You got Emerald, Topsail Beach.
Yeah.
Pretty beach down there. I've been down there several times.
Mike actually moved over here from West Virginia to join us.
And I tell you what, once you've ever been on North Carolina beaches, you don't want to go nowhere else. We got the prettiest beaches in the nation.
I don't know. South Jersey beaches. It's the only good thing about New
It's because
Jersey.
that's where you're from.
No, I'm not that way.
Cold up there, though, isn't
It is.
It doesn't snow down here. I miss snow.
Who misses snow?
I don't. I do not.
I'm from Pennsylvania, and anytime it gets cold and snows down here, everybody goes, I'm like, no, I'm here for a reason. I didn't want
Not
this.
me. I love the
I
snow.
moved to Southern California in 1988 and lived there till 2017. 75 and sunny. That's it.
Of course, the first full year he
I'm
was
sorry
in the
about
band,
that, bud.
was the second full year he was in the band. We had Florence,
Yeah, hurricanes and all kinds of mess.
48 inches of rain in Onslow County where we live.
Welcome to North Carolina.
And this didn't prompt you to get rid of him? Okay, just saying, I mean, if he brings like the Harbinger of Evil.
He looks good, and he moves the gear. So that's,
well,
that's
there you go.
his bass playing.
There's
It's
always-
because you look good, though.
That's
There's nothing to do with
That's
the
all that
gear.
matters.
Yes, right.
I don't know about
You gotta have that good-looking guy.
Somebody has to be pretty, and it's not us.
Well, it's like in our group, it's me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see
It's
that.
definitely changed.
Yeah, definitely me. Yeah.
That's who they tune in to see. They don't care that I'm sitting there. That's right.
He just fills a seat next to me.
That's right. I speak up every night.
So, guys, thank you for coming on with us. Any shows coming up you want to plug? We do have listeners. We're digital, so we have no demographic restrictions.
Anywhere in eastern North Carolina and northeastern South Carolina, you'll see us. The best thing to do is just check us out on Facebook, Seal County Express. If you want the old school website, we got one, SealCountyExpress.com, and we're on Instagram, and we actually are on Twitter, although we're not sure. Instagram tweets it for me, so I don't know how to use it. But other than that,
Wow, he gets tweeted. I haven't been tweeted.
we don't
Auto-tweet.
know if people tweet us back. I tried to leave that up to Aaron, but he couldn't figure it out.
It's a reciprocal thing. If you don't get tweeted back, don't tweet somebody.
They're probably going to ban me.
Wait, is that a
Sexual reference, probably.
It might be. We're
Yeah.
good for that.
Wait. No, I'm not offended. Never mind. Cancel the cancel.
Anyway, Steel County Express, check them out online. And here we go with some snippets from their show here at Weldon Mills Friday night.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Well, gang signs.
Your followers down there in the Australia, New Zealand area, that would be some keef. We like a little keef.
Good on you, mate.
Good on you, mate.
I thought that
You know why I like Australians and New Zealanders?
Why?
Because they're rednecks. And that's not meant to be a slight, by the way.
That's not a slight.
I'm one too, so.
No. You're a hillbilly.
Well, whatever. But hillbilly redneck.
We got any West Virginia people in the house tonight?
No, nobody.
There's always one.
I knew. We could tell. That's
These
right.
two guys are from Huntington.
We don't claim it either. It's okay. I understand. Mike was going to marry my sister. I beat him to it.
All right, are we going to do the dad joke thing tonight? Is that what we're doing?
Well, hey, what are you going to do? How about a little Leonard Skinner?
Take your high country. Head down. The sun is laid on back. Shoes off, kick 'em on. When someone is slow down fast, put you on down. These hollers in the show. I'm a boss of candy. I'm a creature candy. Right out the door.
Eyes going bad. Going down.
Southern Bank on Main Street in Murfreesboro is the bank whose interest is in you. We are the home of Southern Hospitality Gold Checking with tons of benefits for you, our customer. Pay your bills or deposit checks quickly and efficiently through our mobile banking app. Our Southern Business Pro offers custom small business solutions for your business without all the headaches. Need a loan or a mortgage? Let the friendly and helpful staff at Southern Bank of Murfreesboro help you navigate the process properly and carefully. No matter what your banking or finance needs may be, Southern Bank on Main Street in Murfreesboro is your only choice.
All right, we're back, and so that was Steele County Express.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
And it was a nice night. It was good to be back out on the patio, man.
Oh, it was so good to be on the patio.
So they have it on the patio. They didn't have it indoors.
No.
They had it on the patio because, last night was really nice weather. It was like in the lower 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Then just a clear sky. Very good night for it. That's what people live for, to go to Weldon Mills. When they get there, they want to be on the patio. Being inside, yeah, it's great. You're still there. You're listening to music. But inside that building, you really can't turn the volume down low enough.
Okay.
If you think about it. I know Tennessee Champagne, the last time they were there, they said, look, we have our amps on 1.
They were super loud. So it looks like patio night, though. Tennessee Whiskey coming to Weldon Mills this Friday night at 8 o'clock.
Tennessee Champagne.
You said Tennessee Whiskey.
Why did I say Tennessee Whiskey?
Because you're probably thinking about drinking.
I am.
But
Red Bull and whiskey, baby. I'm sorry. Red something, generic.
Well, as long as the weather cooperates, and let's just hope the weather cooperates. I know we got a cold spell coming in the middle of the week. But,
Oh, man.
Yeah, but it'll be just a couple of days, a rainy day or two.
I see it. I'll get the interior work done. I'm working on the big wall going up the stairs.
What are you doing to it?
All kinds of weird stuff.
He always does weird stuff to his house. I just don't
How
know.
often do I get set up like that?
He's finally got a man cave, but at the same time, he still has a dungeon.
Are you kidding me? I had my man cave. I started unloading my 10 boxes of my entire life and putting them out so I could figure out where they want to go. And all of a sudden, there's a giant bed stuffed in there now. So I can't even unload my boxes. My
Well, I mean,
man
how did
cave
the-
has collapsed on me.
Who put the bed in there, Tim?
I did because I was told to.
Because you were told to. You don't know how to object.
You're married, right? Sometimes you
I know
want
how to
divorce,
object.
sometimes you don't. I object. Huh?
I mean, I have a bar in my house.
I know, right?
And
the temptations of Satan.
If somebody had said, "Oh, no, you can't put that there," I would have objected.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's my bar in my house where I can enjoy my alcohol.
He is so radical. That's
Yes.
right. Line in the sand, do not cross it.
Exactly. You always got to draw that line in the sand.
So anyway, let's talk music. People know you from the area, but we have some of our shows now. Like this is going out on radio, this is going out on video. The radio is now played over in Australia as well. Our shows.
That's nice. Congrats.
Hey, thanks. It's independent syndication, meaning no money. But I'm cool with that. It's a
Well,
start.
I mean, there's been no money so far, but we're hopefully going to have that one day.
So if you want to send us $1 each, $1 for myself, $1 for Tony, that way it will make us paid professionals. It would be greatly appreciated. It just takes that transaction of money.
Perhaps we could do like the guys in Canada did.
What?
The guys from Trailer Park Boys, they started their own network called SwearNet. And everything they do on it, I'm talking about news, weather, sports, everything, they put swearing in. People pay $5 each to subscribe to this just to hear them cuss.
They should just be around my house for a while. We do it for free.
Well, yeah, I mean,
My house
sometimes
too.
Yeah.
that's just part of life. But they do take swearing to a whole different level there.
I know you're a trailer park kind of guy. I just haven't seen the show
I do
yet.
not know. I'm not a Trailer Park kind of guy. I'm a Trailer Park Boys fan, not a Trailer Park
Sounds
kind
like
of
y'all
guy.
got a competition. Y'all need to
What do you mean?
the cussing and the raising hell, I guess.
Listen, and I'm going to...
See, he is censoring himself.
Mhm.
If I went back, I wouldn't censor it.
We're high tech here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, he's sitting over there in the corner laughing at us.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
okay.
the
That
many
is up to something else.
personalities that enter this place. We have a rude guy. He comes in, he belches, and he leaves.
I know.
And then every now and then we have this elf show up that's just really obnoxious. He's destructive.
He's a real dillweed.
Yeah, and then we have the guy that comes in and farts, and then he leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So-
two of them. They
Yeah.
look different than each other.
Yeah,
So.
they fart and then they cut out.
Nothing like farting and cutting out.
Yeah.
Anyway, news at 11. Those without children not admitted without parents.
True.
All right, so anyway, let's talk music. Why don't we play your song? Now we know you're a big Alison Krauss kind of fan. You have Alison Krauss jammies?
I have their shirt, but I don't have the jacket.
All right, well, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a Christmas present for Laura. We'll have to get her some
Hey, I
Alison
love it.
Krauss jammies.
Where would you find Alison Krauss jammies? Do they make such a thing?
If it's available, it's on Amazon, so find it there, but ordered from the company.
Well, true.
Cancel Amazon. Sorry, just came out.
He's not even phased
Coke
by it.
doesn't own this, do they? Because that would
I
be
have no
horrible.
clue.
Wait a
We
minute.
need to research that.
Yes.
If they does, then you've got a problem.
Because if they own this generic can of energy juice that is similar to a very well-known name brand, then that's a problem.
Well, yeah.
All right, so what's next for the Laura Davis Freight Train of music?
A lot of shows. We're starting to, well, me and Annette and Tanglewood, we're playing every weekend now, thank God, because the bars and breweries and everything have opened back up to where we can book. So I'm so excited to be getting busy again with playing music.
Oh, I know, you Jones when there's nowhere to play.
I know. It's
So,
terrible.
all right, let's talk a little bit about your musical influences because I know it's all across the board. And I think the last time I asked you that question, I was air guy for DLZ. So it's been a few months. And so...
A few months.
Yeah, so we know that when other girls were playing with
Few
Barbie dolls,
years,
you were
maybe.
playing with guitars. Where'd your influences come from? I know your dad influenced you a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, music's all in my family. Growing up, my dad's side, our daddy's side, my papa, he played music. My mama's side, her daddy played music by ear, and so I just grown up with.
Oh, you mean like... That's weird. Must tighten that bad boy right up.
Okay. You have destroyed her train of thought again.
I don't even know what to say.
All right, on that note, here is Laura Davis with Alison Krauss. I need your help here. I don't remember the song. You're going to make me look down. Looking at who?
Allison Krauss and Union Station. You left that part out.
Oh, I thought that's where they got on the train. So, I'm sorry.
Looking in the Eyes of Love is the title.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Warren Myers of Liberty Coins in Franklin, Virginia. I was closed the last 2 weeks in February due to an illness. Everything is back to normal, and we are still paying the highest prices for your gold, diamonds, state jewelry, and scrap gold. We are very strong buyers of U.S. currency and coin collections. Follow us on Facebook or check us out online at libertycoinsva.com.
Hey, we're back. So, good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Because I've known you for many, many moons now. And
gosh, yeah.
You know, watching you evolve over time, and you know, even me trying to push you into a rock band, and you still talk to me. It's a good thing.
Which band did you try to push her into, Tim?
It was called 3900, something like that. I don't remember. Who knows?
I'm not being the one to be blamed for that one. That's all him.
It's okay. I'm just messing. I don't really hold any ill feelings for anybody. Except
No, you just cut them out of your life.
Well, yeah.
That relationship died.
I don't look back. That's my motto. Women, relationships, nothing. If it's done, I don't look back.
Well, let me ask you this: as far as rock bands or full bands, are you looking at doing anything with a full band?
God, I would love to do stuff like that, but it's just you get so tied up into learning set list and everything. It's just hard to space, or I don't know what the right word is. I had it last time. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know what to do as far as a full band. So.
What do you mean?
Well, for one,
trying to go form your own.
Yeah, and getting people that agree with the same sound that you're trying to put out. And that's always been my biggest hurdle, is finding people that want to play the music that I play. It's always, because I've auditioned people, I've done that, and I just can't quite find the sound.
You sound like Kiss.
What is it?
The song Beth. They say
what is
that.
your? Because I'm familiar with what you're talking about. What is the sound that you're actually looking for?
Oh man.
Are we talking about a front person, a certain type of voice, a certain style you're after? Or are you? Where are you starting?
Certain genre or subgenre, shall we say?
I love all music, so I would love to do a variety of things. But I mean, back to Alison Krauss, that sound is what I grew up with, and that's most of my songs sound that way. And a lot of people that's not a type of music that they play or whatever. So it's always been so hard to find people to want to play stuff like that.
So if you were able to snap your fingers and form your own band right now, your own dream team, who would it be?
Oh,
like if you could reach out into the world of music and pick that front person, that bass player, that drummer, that guitar player.
Oh my gosh, oh gosh. What kind of question is that?
Well, I'm thinking Ace Frehley and lead guitar, Dolly Parton as the front man.
Well, I mean,
whatever.
Front
maybe
man.
Michelle Obama. Get that loud as that.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, let's get back to music, okay? She can laugh herself into a quick poop. We don't have their music. We don't have any of their songs. So the first experience we had with this next band called the Boogie Bombers.
Boogie Bombers. Okay.
That's a name that'll stick with you.
Well, the funny thing is it seems like that our complement of bands that we have in our library, some names share similarities. Well, we have a lot of names that have the word black in them. I'm talking about Black Whiskey, Black Water Fever, Black Label Australia, Black Belt Theater. All right. And now here we go with the Boogie Bombers, and we've got the Boogie Beast.
Yep, and the Boogie Pickers.
Well,
I don't like
that's
their song.
you.
We don't play it.
But yeah, we do have the Boogie Beast, and we feature them right regularly on the Hangout.
Well, I mean, their song "Mad" was one time my walking into a room song.
What style of music is it?
Just pounding. Like that.
Well, see, we have a lot of those bands like that now. When you get a chance, that I would recommend if you like that southern style of rock. I don't know if you are into that or not, but
I know she's not answering, so we're going to
we
leave
have
it to
a
our
band
imagination.
we have a band out of Canada called Big Motor Gasoline. These guys are awesome. They really are.
He's in love with them.
If you could compare it to one band right now, what would they sound like?
It would be like a cross between AC/DC and Leonard Skinner.
Good grief. Yeah, that I like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean...
Have you not been listening to our station? I mean, we could actually stop today and convert. I mean, we converted to rock and country. We could convert to all rock. We have that much music now.
Dang.
And it's coming in all the time from all over the world.
And country's at that point now where it's kind of going into a crossover, if you think about it. It's a lot of country songs out there that they've got more rock influence than they do country influence.
Well, they don't identify as country anymore.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just now you've got the distorted hard guitar in country now, where it used to be that wasn't part of country.
You can blame Neil Young for that.
You know
It's
what?
his fault.
Okay, but Skinner actually hated Neil Young.
I don't blame him. I hate Neil Young too.
A lot of people don't like Neil Young.
The only thing I ever agreed with Neil Young on is that Russ never sleeps. Other than that, he's wrong about everything.
But
anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
So this song, the video is called Bombastic. I believe this is their debut video and debut song, if I'm not mistaken. I looked up. I couldn't find anything bio on them that was helpful in any way, shape, or form. Guys, put an easy to read bio so radio personalities or idiots like us can look at it and talk about you. But they are very hardcore. They remind me of Living Color meets Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my gosh, I love those two people.
Very different vocalist. He is not a rap, but it's a timing. And just a really intense song. And the video is just them playing in their little studio.
Well, you know what that sounds like then? You remember the band Faith No More?
I do. I saw them open for GNR, baby.
Faith No More threw rap into hardcore rock.
I would say it's similar to Faith No More, but just not that anthem-y. Faith No More always went
I mean, their stuff was just the rhythm of it gave kind of like a "Here I am" up in your face.
I got to go back home and play me some Faith No More. It's been a while. Do you know who we're talking about?
I don't know them, but I know Lenny Kravitz and Living Color.
She's well ahead of the game.
Well, Faith No More, they got popular 89 or 90 in that, right around then. That's when they made a debut, and they weren't on the scene mainstream very long. They had that one song called Epic. That was basically what put them out there, and they released another one. I can't remember the name of it, but after that, you didn't hear much out of them anymore.
Well, it's what before me. I wasn't born in '89.
No, but you know who Black Sabbath is.
How can you not?
Exactly.
Well, exactly. And it's funny because people who are really hard into music, I know when I was into music when I was in my late teens, a lot of music that I loved came either before I was born or right around the time that I was. You take, Dream On by Aerosmith. Everybody's heard that song. That song was released the year I was born, 73. And I love that song. And I remember it was so funny growing up. My parents, they were of the 50s and 60s generation. Both of them were born in the late 40s. One born in 48, one born in 49. Well, their blend of music came from the late 50s on through the early 60s that they really enjoyed. And then my father, his total thing was just country all the time. And now they're in their 70s, bluegrass is their deal.
Well, you're lucky. My mom was born in the early 20s, so her influence of music drugged me in front of a TV having to watch Lawrence Welk and Bubbles. It was horrible for me.
That would explain so much with you.
Oh, we got to the bottom of it all finally. Good to know.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I used to not like what my parents listened to when we were on a trip somewhere, and they didn't like what I listened to. Because, let's face it, from 85 on, man, I was into the hair metal scene.
Yeah, I guess
stayed there.
Somebody, because your parents came up, their decade of influence would have been the late 50s.
Yeah.
Early 60s.
And they had that malt, the only way I can describe was that malt shop rock, with the doo-wop and all that.
Sha-na-na.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
I like that, though, some to a degree.
It's classic, and it does have its place. And in fact, there were bands that went along and tried to take influence from it. You remember the Stray Cats? They were popular in the 80s.
We have some in our woods still.
Well, everybody has a Stray Cat or two, but I'm talking about the band Stray Cats in the 80s.
I love that band.
That's what they had their influence from. They really did. Now, when in the 80s, we were so diverse in the 80s. You talk about music that was out there as far as rock. All right, of course you had your hair metal. Hair metal, every time you turn around, there was a new hair metal band out. But then you had that, just every certain few, boom, there was that one that stuck around that was very popular. You take, okay, what we consider the big three. Now, when you go into classical music, there's your big three. There's Beethoven, Bach, there's Mozart. Now, when it came to hair metal in the 80s, you had your big three. That was Poison, that was Def Leppard, that was Guns N' Roses. They were your big three.
Not Motley?
I was getting ready to say
Motley Crue was in there, but anybody, I'm talking about your general public that really doesn't follow music like we do, that would be almost the three that they would name and recognize right off the bat. They would. All right, Motley Crue, yeah, Motley Crue, solid. They've been there. These guys went through the ringer to come out where they're at now.
Oh my God, yeah, they had to spend time with, what's her name, Pamela Anderson. It's horrible.
Well, I think several rockers spent time with her, and as far as that goes, several of them spent time with Heather Locklear too.
That must be why she looks like she does now.
I mean, a few of them got passed around. But if you think about it,
Doobie,
you got those that weren't in the hair metal genre of music, but they were more in just the general rock. I mean, you got Foreigner. It's always going to be classic.
Mm-hmm. It feels like the first time.
Then you got Kiss that went into hair metal in the late 80s, but Kiss was just as hard rock, and they stayed true to what Kiss has always been.
Except their biggest hit, Beth, I Hear You Calling, But I Can't Come Home Right Now.
Well, and then you take others that were out there. You take Billy Idol. Billy Idol, still, that is classic cliche from the 80s.
I love me Billy Idol, White Wedding.
Y'all have left out Prince.
Well, Prince.
That's the 80s.
Prince, though, was more in that he was more in the pop generation because
I didn't think about that.
And then you had Michael Jackson was in there as well, and then before you knew it, every time you turn around there was a new pop song that came out. You had a lot of one-hit wonders that came through in the 80s. You had some Skinner, man, they were just rock and roll, and they stayed true to Skinner. AC/DC stayed true to rock and roll. Exactly. They were always as they were. And people who liked hair metal, they gave props and homage to your good rock and roll bands. Aerosmith, you could have said, yeah, the guys had hair, but they were rock. They weren't hair metal. Hair metal had a certain glam to it. It had
they call it glam rock.
Yeah, it had a certain sound. It had a certain glamour. It had a certain style.
Dudes in mascara and tight pants.
And then, of course, you had those really hard death metal bands. I mean, Metallica wasn't, I wouldn't call them death metal, but they were what bridged the gap between hair metal and death metal. And then you had death metal was like Megadeth, Slayer,
Man of War.
Gwar. I mean, they brought it. Gwar, yeah. They were the ones who really brought that death metal.
Have you seen Gwar?
That's the only one I don't know.
They're scary. They dress like monsters. And there's like, 10 of them in the band.
What's one of their songs?
And Puke on Me. I like it. I have no idea.
I mean, it's just...
I took my oldest son to go see him because he was into it. And me, I love all kinds of music loud. It's louder the better, but they were just horrible.
And the thing is that death metal still has that influence today. You can tune into... It's probably... Well, usually it's like Station Lithium on satellite radio.
That's what you should do. Melodic death metal.
And
I'm telling you, band.
For most of these bands, it is just
you're gonna die. Satan's coming.
Make a riff, and then they just scream it. That's what they do. They scream. They yell it. That's basically what the influence is.
That's why when you talk to any of them now, they're like, "Hey, how are you?"
Pretty much.
He was just calling. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? Yeah. What's my calling?
Yeah, let's get back to talking about, you were talking about you would like to have a certain sound if you had your own band. And the reason why I can basically, I can relate to this with you is because when it comes down to music, there's a certain sound that I've always liked. Yeah, there's a lot of bands like that. They're great bands. They got good hits, but that's just not the sound that just... clicks with me.
He likes the sound of a fart naked on a wet leather couch. You plug that into a distortion pedal and you'll live in large.
Dear God, dude, that's disgusting. That would probably blow an amp. Yeah.
Where does his mind go?
I have no idea. But if you think about this, in your influence, you like the sound of Alison Krauss
Yeah.
and Union Station. I'm certain a number of other female country artists are probably, and a lot of female rock artists are probably influenced you as well as male and
His sex
female
section,
both. For me, when I think of what would be the perfect sound, I was always, I don't know, I really dug some of those, even though they steal the hair metal, those rock ballads.
Ballads for sure.
Yeah, and when they could I'm talking about when they could incorporate a piano. You take like Journey.
I love Journey.
Journey could really put into their ballads, particular song, When You Love a Woman. Oh my God, the grand piano in that just makes it. I mean, if you just listen to it, that's where my ear goes, is to that piano. I've always loved playing a piano. I love a piano. That's where my ear goes.
Do you like Home Sweet Home? The one where they...
Home Sweet Home is great, but it still is not that sound that I'm looking for.
But that is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
I like
that song.
I give it
beautiful.
credit, but at the same time, my mind would go more to Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone by Cinderella. That piano riff that comes through that, oh my God, it's there. I mean, you could pick these piano riffs right out of it. All you got to do is just listen to it. And then there's certain songs that when you get more upbeat, you mentioned you're a big fan of Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
All right. I said before, the bass player is like on the bottom scale of popularity in a band. Well, in that one song, the bass line makes that. Oh my God, the bass line makes that.
Well, it's not the lyrics, because I thought all this time he was saying, is ISIS going to go my way? And I'm thinking, why is he talking about a terrorist organization? Or is it ISIS?
That song was written long before ISIS
morning TV show called ISIS
was even a thing. Now you take another song. I don't know if you are a fan of Alice in Chains or not.
It depends on the song.
Right. A lot of people, when they think of Alice in Chains, they think about Man in the Box. All right. There's a song by Alice in Chains called Wood.
Mm-hmm.
The bass riff in
How do you spell that?
Wood. WOULD.
Okay,
Wood.
well, there's another type of word.
WOOD. You know, like.
Sure, mine's in the gutter. You see your elbow?
Wood, as in a question. Well, it starts off with a bass line, and it's killer.
Yeah, people don't give a lot of credit to the bassist.
And I tell you what, when I was listening to Unbroken play one night, Dennis Keeter, who was their bassist for a while, Dennis, he's a big fan of bands like Alice in Chains and some of these hard rock bands. And I was like, dude, we were just talking about it. They won't break. I was like, one of the most killer bass lines has got to be from Wood. He goes over there, he picks up his bass guitar, and he starts playing. He's like this. And I was like, yeah, just like that.
Oh, my gosh.
So he was playing Wood?
He was playing the bass line from the song Wood by Alice in Chains. And it was just on break just because he just wanted to show you he could do it.
Did he play it on a 4-string?
He played a 5-string bass.
Oh, God, I love those.
5-string bass. I actually, when I was younger, I played bass, and I played a 4 and a 5-string bass. Rarely did I ever use the 5th string on it, but I picked it up when I was like 12 years old, and I played music really hard until I was about 18 when I got really rebellious. And it's one of those things, when you put it down, it's a perishable skill. You will not pick it back up so easily. I mean, I played a trumpet, I played a guitar, I played a mandolin, I played a dulcimer, I played guitar, bass guitar, piano. I played several different instruments. I even picked up saxophone a time or two just because I wanted to do something different. I was never coordinated enough to play drums.
Yeah, me either.
And trombone, I don't know. I could never get it right. It just kind of sounded wonky instead of precise. Yeah, that's basically the way a trombone would sound in my hands.
Well, isn't that how it's supposed to sound?
No, somebody who gets trombone is all in muscle memory. That's how you learn to play trombone. It's all in muscle memory. But if you could play a trumpet, you could play a cornet, you could play, you could actually play a tuba. You play a sousaphone because they all get the same 3-valve configuration. It's just where you're going to fall at. Either you're going to be in baritone or you're either going to be in alto, depending on what you're playing. Now, a cornet is going to take you up higher than a trumpet.
Are you familiar with what he's referring to? Do you play wind instruments?
I have never in my entire life been able to do that.
Really?
I can't.
Well, wait a minute. How's your drums coming? You're going to learn the drums.
That was a funny story.
You know what? We'll get back to this with Laura because it sounds juicy. Meanwhile, Boogie Bombers, Bombastic.
Mr. Lover Lover, Mr. Lover Lover, oh Lord, Mr. Lover Lover. She called me Mr. Bombastic, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Rolling. Monty, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Roll. Smooth, just like a silk, soft and cootie, have me out like a quilt. I'm a lyrical look, but don't fake me for no feel when my sexual physic. You know me well, Bill. For me, oh my real well, can't you tell? I'm just like a tunnel pulling out of my shell. Can you captivate my body, put me under a spell? With the curse perfume, I love your sweet smell. You're the only young girl that can ring my bell, and I can take rejection, you can tell me. I'm bombastic, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Ruby. Monty, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Lover Lover, Mr. Lover Lover, Mr. Lover Lover. She called me Mr. Bombastic, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Rolling. Monty, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Roll. Gee whiz, baby, please let me take you to an island with a sweet calm breeze. If you want me to drive, baby, hand me the key, and I will take you to a place when you can set your mind at ease. Don't you play with my full bottom, baby, please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm out your sleeve. I'm bombastic, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Rolling. Monty, call me fantastic, touching in the back and says Mr. Boom, 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 boom. Bombastic, call me fantastic, touching in my back and says Mr. Rolling. Monty, call me fantastic, touching in my back and says Mr.
Baker's Peanuts and Peanut Creations follows a proud family tradition of only using the best quality peanuts and ingredients, and homegrown right here in North Carolina. Our flavors tickle every palate, from blistering Cajun to sweet treats and everything in between. So whether it is a holiday, a special occasion, or you just want something yummy, we have what you want. We also carry Dr. X CBD oil of NC products, from smoke, gummies, salves, oils to edibles. Visit our showroom or order online at bakerspeanuts.com. All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
I will not, and I can't even believe you brought that up. Oh my God. Woo! It's always the innocent looking ones. But anyway.
Yeah. Before the break, we were talking about musical instruments, whatnot. Now let me ask you this: any times that you play, do you actually tune your guitar down half step at all? At any times you do it?
My guitar stays at a full step now all the time.
So you dropped all the way down to D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot of people do that. I know for one, you take the song by Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. That's recorded flat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a half step down. It's recorded that way. And a lot of bands recorded that way. And a lot of people don't realize one thing that you could do. If you're say a cover band, or even a mainstream band and you wrote it, all right, it's one thing to warm up your vocals, go into a music studio and take several days to record one song for an album. But when you're out there and you're doing a complete set list on stage, you got to save your singer.
Yes.
Drop it. That's all you got to do. Drop either in flat or drop a full step. Unbelievable how you can save your singer. A lot of people say, yeah, I went listen to it, but they just don't sound the same. And I'm like, it's because they're tuned down to save the singer.
I've done that many times.
Yeah, you have to tune down to save your singer because some of these vocals, they're awesome. But at the same time, you just don't want to go on your singer. Now, you take some bands, just their vocal ranges that they recorded in. You take, Skinner. A lot of times people are putting on a capo just to play it.
Yeah.
You have to. But most Skinner songs, I mean, I'd say the only thing that would probably be vocally challenging for some guys would be Simple Man.
Definitely, because it's high and low.
Yeah. So that would be vocally challenging for some guys. But at the same time, you can actually use that trick and you can tune down and you can actually cover it with no problem. You take, Bon Jovi, you take the song, oh God, I'm trying to think of the damn song and I've known it, I've sung it.
Talking about it being really, really high?
Well, it is high on the album, but I've heard a lot of bands cover it. Good God. I'm drawing a blank.
Is it I'll Be There For You?
No, it's not that one. Not that one. Of course, that one there is hard to sing.
That one's really high.
Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive.
There you go.
I can't believe I couldn't get that out.
I love that song.
Because I performed that song before. Now, that song, if you listen to the album, that is a hard range to keep up with. But a lot of bands, there's a cover band out of South America called Soma that covers it.
How in God's creation do you know about a cover band from there?
That's what I was thinking.
I came across it on YouTube one time just looking for covers of certain mainstream songs. And Soma is a Bon Jovi cover band.
Huh.
Well, to hear these guys actually sing Dead or Alive, this guy is able to cover it without straining himself. And they cover a lot of other Bon Jovi hits.
Interesting.
And you can tell that they're in a lower key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Key it down, you're good. It's funny, when Tim and I were doing Rock of Ages, our musical director, in his arrogance, I begged him, I was like, dude, we need to drop the keys on some of these songs. Well, the problem was some of the other guys who were of a, let's see how I can put this politically correct. There we go. Okay. They wanted to, when they dropped that part, they wanted to try to screech up and sing it so feminine. I was like, no, you're a guy. Drop your voice. They wouldn't do it. And they wanted to mess up the whole thing, so we had to go back to it. You were there, Tim. You remember?
I was in high heels and a miniskirt. I don't remember much else past that.
Well, it made life hard on me.
You're looking at me like that for
it. Did.
I was Candy, remember?
I remember.
Okay. You came and saw it, didn't you?
I saw it all over Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I still got the good stuff pictures.
But being Stacey Jackson, having to sing songs like Dead or Alive, Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet and Right, oh, good God. That was rough. And then Too Much Time on My Hand by Styx.
I was too busy trying to count my dance steps, okay? I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
And thank God the one verse that was my part in Here I Go Again on My Own by Whitesnake.
Oh, gosh, that was high.
The one, I had the second verse before the chorus. That is actually easy.
Yeah,
that's easy.
That chorus is when it...
The chorus, Dave Coverdale, he's pretty much got the patent on that.
Yeah, he's a strong vocalist.
Yeah. So...
And hung out with Tony Katane for 2 videos. My man, Possum Pants.
And I tell you what, you talk about 80s hair metal, Whitesnake is still one of your all-time favorites.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? It's another band that's been around for a long time before they hit it. It's like everyone thinks Aerosmith came out with the Run DMC Walk This Way video.
No.
They've been around forever.
Yeah.
I have, there's a live album by Whitesnake, Live in the Heart of the City. Amazing live album.
And you take Guns N' Roses. Before it was Guns N' Roses, it was Hollywood Roach.
I actually had that collector CD set.
Yeah, Hollywood Rose is what
I like them better as Hollywood. Now, take aside Appetite for Destruction. It was just an amazing creation.
it was.
It's an
I mean,
achievement.
when it hit, everybody just went to it.
But see, that was their raw sound that they brought from Hollywood
Right.
Rose. When they went past that, they were horrible. I didn't like
Now,
any
with
of-
Hollywood Rose, was that before Slash was involved? Was that just was that Axel's band?
That was Axel's band.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Axel's band. And here's the thing: when you take "Sweet Child of Mine," do you know where the sound for that was actually derived from?
Mm-mm.
That opening riff was just a warm up that Slash used
That's
to do.
right, because I saw that on the Reels channel.
That's right, I saw that,
They
yeah.
had the biography on
That's
it.
what it was. It was just a warm up.
And Slash made the comment he couldn't stand it.
And then Axel was like, "Wait a minute, do that again. I like that." And an idea was born, and it was like one of their biggest hits. I mean, that one and "Welcome to the Jungle" was probably the two biggest hits off that whole album.
Those are some
I
killer
mean,
songs.
Paradise City.
Love Paradise City.
I like Paradise City. It's just the fact that I like the first part of it. Then it goes a little too hardcore.
Not for me.
I liked it to stay through the whole thing, kind of like it was.
But you got to give props to that drummer that speeds the tempo up in that song when it goes. I mean, it's that dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, Duff McKagan, he was a great drummer. No, that's the bass player. Steve Adler. Steve Adler was their original drummer. Steve Adler, very good drummer. Duff McKagan, very good bass player. A lot of people, I don't even know what happened to Izzy Stradlin, the rhythm guitarist. He just kind of
Well, he was out way even before. He left before everyone else. Before the breakup.
we haven't heard anything from him since. I mean, Slash, of course, he's still playing. I mean, he formed Velvet Revolver. That was
Is that
basically.
with Miles Kennedy? I know
Uh,
he did some music with him, but I didn't know if that was the name of their band.
it may have been, but I know Velvet Revolver is the band that he had formed.
She hears that noise.
Oh.
That same noise that freaked me out when we first started
Oh,
doing
dude,
shows here. It's like,
The air freshener.
yes.
The automatic air freshener. That's all it is, people. It's fun.
I
It's
thought you
fun.
were recording of someone queefing.
No.
I'm
Well,
like,
only
God's
you
creation
would-
is that noise.
Only you would do that, Tim.
Oh God.
I'm unqueeferable.
But when it came down to a lot of musical influences over the 80s, it was funny. A lot of hair metal bands came out, and it's no doubt they fed off of each other.
All right, well, there's no cannibalism here on Music Scene Sunday night. Let's get back to the music, then we'll get back to the conversation. Lapis Sky, we play a lot of their songs. They're an Australian-based blues rock band. Been around a long time. Great band. Here's their video, Anytime.
What do you want out of your vehicle? Most people will say safety and performance. Holmes Automotive and Performance in downtown Franklin, Virginia can help ease your concerns. We are a 5-star rated repair and performance facility. We offer a free comprehensive digital vehicle inspection with every service. From oil changes to brakes, from diesel repair to engine replacements, we are the repair shop you can rely on to keep your family safe, your vehicle dependable, and running at peak performance. Holmes offers shuttle, pickup, and drop off for your convenience. Check us out online at holmesautoperformance.com.
All right, we're back, and that was Lapis Sky with their song Anytime.
One of our favorite bands.
Oh my God. Every band we play on What's Happening is
your favorite band.
Is his favorite
Of course. I mean, we got to give props to
band. It's one of our favorite bands. 5 minutes later, here's one of our favorite bands.
Well, dude.
I'm just messing with you.
That's why they love us.
It's an endearing quality
Yes,
that makes us just the idiots that we are on Rumble.
True.
And don't forget, folks.
Everybody likes watching idiots.
Yeah.
That's why they watch us.
That's right. Exactly. That's why I stare in the mirror so much.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was they saying? Oh, if you're looking for us on YouTube, nah, boo-boo, we're not there.
Yeah.
We're over on Rumble doing extremely well. So if you want to check out all our shows and even our Hangout podcasts are available there in audio video form, check it out. Give us a Rumble, give us a subscribe, and away you go.
That's right. Make sure you check it out because Rumble is a better platform.
So, girl, you still on YouTube, are you?
I guess.
I
don't really get up there that much, though.
What, on the platform?
On any of them.
Full score 7 years ago. Wait a minute, somebody else. What were you saying?
I don't know now. You do that to me every time.
After all these years, I can still do it.
I have a one-track mind. And when you distract me like that, it goes.
Alrighty, fine. What was I
He
saying?
distracts himself, see?
I know.
He loses his own train of thought.
Listen, I'm allowed to go off by myself and exercise my prerogative. Okay? It's not a problem. Just don't watch if you're not into it.
Anyway,
so you're going to lead the conversation. What do you want to talk about?
Well, have you hit the segment with the cancel?
Cancel culture. Cancel culture.
I thought he had said cancer culture. I
I'm
didn't know what he
talking to her.
was
She's
talking
like,
about. I was
cancer.
like, what is he talking
that's the...
Well, I got it now, but I thought he said cancer.
You have the accent. I have no accent.
Yeah.
I don't even have a northern accent. They don't sound like me up there. You should go spend some time in South Jersey.
Oh, I know. They up there, they're like, get in the car. You want some sauce?
That's North Jersey. Don't like them people. They come and take our parking spots and hit on our women. I want to dance with your women. Animal House.
Okay.
You would have picked up on that right out of the gate.
I know a guy that came from up there, and he's got this really thick accent. His name is Larry Brown, and you should hear this guy on the phone. He says, "How you doing? It's Larry Brown." And I'm like, "Where the hell are you from?"
Where is he from?
He's like, I don't know, Vermont or something.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
They have good skiing there.
It's all New England.
You ever been skiing?
No, and I don't plan on it because I'd be the idiot to break every leg and wrist and whatever it would take.
The high school.
I would end up falling and I would try to catch myself falling. I'd break that wrist.
She goes.
That's it.
Well, water skiing, there would be nothing to break because
You hit that water going fast, it's just going to hurt. I just ain't athletic enough, I guess.
That's it this summer. We're doing a What's Happening Entertainment special where Laura Davis goes water skiing.
Actually, I figured out what we're going to do. When Beaver Lake has their ski competition, Tim's going to be the volunteer for the ski jump.
Drag me around.
Tim's going to be the volunteer. Tim has volunteered to do the ski jump at Beaver Lake.
Huh.
And we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to be the guy driving the boat.
I'm going to glue a giant frisbee to my butt. So when I go over the ramp, I don't get splinters.
Well, you're going to be hopefully standing on two skis.
Yeah, you go on with your bad self. Thanks for the pep talk.
Well, come on, dude. You can do it.
I do have good balance, but who knows? I'm also old and smelly.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you something. It's not that hard. I've done it. I've actually jump skied. It's not that hard.
It doesn't look hard.
What's the trick to it? It's just when you hit the ramp, you got to actually lean back a little bit so the ramp has actually got water flowing down it, so that it's not like you're going up a hardcore plywood wooden ramp. I mean, it's got like artificial turf on and all that. And the fins on the back of the skis, they're kind of wedge shape. It's not like they're going to throw you up. You just lean back on it, and all you got to do is when you go up like that, you got to lean forward. So when you come over it, you see everybody lean forward on it. If not, they're going to come up from under you.
So where's your butt during all this? Is it some
My
kind of
butt
like
is
violent
right
enema
at
going
the
on
top
here?
of my legs.
Huh?
My butt is right where it's supposed to be at the top of my legs.
Told you it was weird.
I'm still trying to just picture me not killing myself doing that.
Well, we're going to videotape
I
the
mean,
whole
jump
thing.
skiing is kind of a more advanced thing. I mean, you got to understand, I grew up on the water skiing. I'm talking about slalom skiing, trick skiing, jump skiing, barefooting. Then, of course, we got into the damn wakeboards, and we should have stuck with the original where...
Well, you have big feet. I can see you doing it. My little 7.5 honkers wouldn't probably grab anything.
The wakeboard, that became the big thing. And yeah, we put the tall poles at first, and then we had the wake towers on the boat so that we could actually get more air time so we could flip when we hit the wake. When I went snow skiing, I mean, yeah, I was able to... I didn't ever do the big long ramp with snow skis, but I could hit just a jump in a trail, and I could go up with no problem. And when I was snowboarding, I could come down. If I hit a ridge right, yeah, I could flip it.
How about you?
I could do every part but the landing.
No, but what do you do for action and adventure stuff?
Nothing.
Hunter?
Just music. That's all I am, is that, really?
Vigilante. You make a good vigilante because no one would suspect you.
What are you trying to do? Make her Alita the Battle Angel?
That's a great name for a band.
She's seen the movie then.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't. What is it about?
Alita Battle Angel is like in the future, there's this doctor, Ito, finds this like half of a cyborg that's still alive and, you know, gives it a new body and all that, and comes to find out she's like 300 years old. She's a warrior, and then she gets a warrior's new cyborg body, and she just kicks ass really hard.
It's really about their relationship.
It's like he becomes her father, not lover.
Oh, you know what happens.
And then the kid that she fell in love with, he screws up, gets killed in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many times have I broken up with somebody and they're like, I just want you to be my father. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird, dude. Who you been dating?
I can't tell.
Okay, well.
His wife will beat him up.
No one recently, okay?
Yeah.
Not zip it. Zip it good.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's an awesome Cars thing. I watched all 3 of them a couple weeks ago, and it's like, ugh. So I've got everything from a gold member on my mind to, you know, hello, baby. All right, so anyway, you need to talk more. Do it.
I don't know what to say.
Perfect.
She's just listening to us being idiots.
I know. I mean, this is entertaining enough right here.
Well, we didn't come for us to entertain you. You're supposed to be entertaining them.
But you're supposed to come up with the questions to ask me so I'm not left
That's
alone.
right. We are interviewing her.
Well, yeah, but I asked you a question. He answers it.
Well,
I
ask
did
another
not.
one.
Ask another one.
Okay. Let's see here. Have you ever ridden a horse without a saddle?
No.
Okay, then. Now what?
I've ridden a horse twice, but no.
Oh, I like riding horses. It's been a long time, but I love you. You've ridden horses, I'm sure.
I had horses. Yeah.
You have horses? How come I'm not over there riding them?
I had.
Oh.
As in, they're long deceased. I mean, that's been a long time ago. I mean, when I was younger, yeah, we had horses, and I rode. You talking about riding bareback? Yeah, I've ridden on a horse bareback. I mean, just because when you're a kid, you just hop up on a pony, grab a mane, and go. I was one of those stupid kids. If the thing threw me, I'd get right back up and get back on it.
We got to stop talking about this. I just visualized you as Lady Godiva. Okay, so anyway.
No. No.
It's Miss Flippity Floppity.
Yeah, I mean, I've always enjoyed riding. In fact, I still know people that have horses, and if I get a chance, yeah, I like to go horseback.
It's been a long
What's
time.
your favorite horse, breed-wise?
An Appalachian.
I mean, just your standard American quarter horse is good enough. I mean, as long as the horse itself is just good tempered. The breed, I never really cared about the breed of a horse. I mean, I grew up, we had just a quarter horse on the farm. I had a Shetland pony. Now, he was a little bit of honestly, Shetland ponies could be satanic. They get to the point where they bite. I don't know what it is. You have to break them.
I had a friend had a horse bite a chunk out of her arm.
Oh,
yeah, they could be nasty. And then, of course, my father, he was into harness racing with sulkies, and we had those Hackney ponies, but they're not for riding. You got a lot of people like paint just because of the colors of it. If you're really in high-end horse riding and you really want to spend money, probably something like a Lippin's Honor. But you better have a lot of money if you're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about it. I just get on top and ride it around. You know. Maybe that's why I've been divorced 3 times. But anyway.
Drink another Red Bull. He needs to be banned from the Red Bull.
This is the first Red Bull I've had in
You should
weeks.
see him when he's got Red Bull and coffee.
Mm-hmm. I mix it together.
Oh my God.
It causes a weird smell though. Very acidy.
Well, you know, somebody, not long ago, I was at Fairwood Lanes. Somebody wanted me to take a Jaeger bomb shot. Now, Jaeger bomb shot, we all know what that is. That is Jägermeister and Red Bull mixed. And I was like, that's got to be the most god-awful tasting thing.
Was it?
I didn't drink it.
Oh.
Because 1, I'm not a fan of Jägermeister. 2, I'm not a fan of Red Bull.
Oh, I love them. You like Red Bulls?
Never had one. I've never needed it though.
Oh, I don't need it.
And it goes back to that thing where you got so many young people when they walk into a bar, and this is so many young people, not everyone, because obviously you've got better intelligence than to do this.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to her.
Oh, that's what I thought.
But they will just drink anything just to prove that they could be stupid.
Mm-hmm. Like bananas or Mad Dog.
Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with bananas? There's a very good banana flavored schnapps out there called 99 Bananas.
Listen, I'm not picking on the bananas. I was just throwing a name out there, okay, dude?
Now, Mad Dog is that's just trash. We're not going there. But to see these people when they go there and they say, yeah, I want a shot of tequila. And they'll talk about how they love to drink shots of Patron.
How about you? What do you like to get drunk on?
Never been drunk. Never.
She's better than we are.
You know, it brings up a funny story. I went to see Rob Zombie. I think it was at the Showboat back in somewhere in the 90s. It was when Red Bull first came out. And everybody's like, oh, Red Bull and vodka, Red Bull and vodka.
Oh my God, that would give you bad heartburn.
I drank 3 Red Bull and vodkas at Rob Zombie.
Your heart didn't know which way to go.
I didn't get past the first band, the opening band, which was, I don't remember now. Probably because I was drinking them. I was drunk. By the time Rob Zombie came on, I was standing the wrong way.
The bad thing is you're so drunk that you can't pass out. That's the problem.
It's like, I can't see them.
I'm going to tell you somebody who did a worse combination. I know somebody who decided to mix Everclear with Gatorade. That nearby gave them alcohol poisoning.
Oh, I could see that.
That was god-awful.
Alcohol and electrolytes, baby.
Yeah, that did not go well for them at all. And what I was saying before, it really kills me to see these kids a lot of times. They go up to a bar. They're barely old enough to drink. Well, they talk about how they love shots of Patron. Okay, Patron is a very nice high-end tequila. On your higher end. Now, there's some that are way, way higher than that. I mean, when I'm talking about high-end, we're talking about Don Julio Real or something like that. But when you talk about Patron, which is a very, very nice, smooth tequila, they'll sit there, they'll look at that shot when it's handed to them. We're talking about a $10 to $15 shot, depending on where you buy it. They'll take a deep breath. They will slug it down. They will make the most god-awful cringing face after they did it.
I remember those days.
And I look right at them and I'm like, you really didn't enjoy that, did you? And it just kills me because if I'm given that, first of all, for me, it's a ritual. You got to rim my shot glass in salt, give me my little slice of lime, and I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to smell it for a while just because I love the smell of it. I'm going to sip on it.
I love
make sure I get that.
It's really weird.
Get that hit of salt with it.
You savor every moment.
Savor every sip, and at the end of it, the lime, the juice just complements it.
I'm like that with my bread thing.
That to me, it's a ritual, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that ounce and a half of tequila like that. A lot of people don't know how to enjoy any kind of good spirit. I don't drink cheap spirits. I mean, obviously you've seen
no cheap spirits here. So if any of you poverty and ghetto ghosts want to come hanging out here, woo.
Obviously you've
only
seen
upper end stuff for that guy. What?
He's talking about his collection.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we're going off on liquor now. Let's get back to the music. I mean, we know liquor and music goes hand in hand.
All right, let's play a video, and then when we come back, I want you to update us on the music scene in your area.
Oh, God.
Tell us what's going on, who's doing what, who's naughty, and who's nice. Okay? Anyway, a couple months back, we debuted a video. Australian Born? I forget the video.
You're talking about it from Benn Gunn?
Yeah, Benn Gunn.
Yes.
Just a beautiful anthem about
Very
how much they love their country, Australia, just like we love America. He sent us another beauty. Just a beautiful song, beautiful video. Here's Benn Gunn and Heavensville.
Blue skies and stars so bright you can turn off your lights down on gravel road. Golden sunshine, fish on every line. Is there anywhere better, brother? I don't know. Preacher asked, where will you go? I'm thinking about that fishing hole. I wanna ride that train to glory. Yeah, I pray I will. I'm just fine down here in Heavensville. Marcy's diner down on Main, Best Buy this side of the pearly gates. Don't lock my doors, leave the keys in the Ford. I trust my neighbors, they're all saints. Country angel by my side. Porch swing picture, perfect life. I wanna ride that train to glory. Yeah, I pray I will. Till the good Lord calls me up. I'm just fine down here in Heavensville. Ain't how it reads on the water tower, the high school on the welcome sign. But just take a look around you. You're in the middle of paradise. Ride that train to glory. Yeah, I pray I will. Till the good Lord calls me up. I'm just fine down here in Heavensville. Ride that train to glory. Someday I pray I will. When the good Lord calls me up, that's the only way I'm ever leaving Heavensville. Heavensville.
Nuts and Buds at 6511 Caratoke Highway in Grandy, North Carolina is open for business. Nuts and Buds is a coastal area gift shop specializing in CBD products featuring Dr. X CBD oil of North Carolina. We have a broad line of CBD products promoting healthy living. We also carry a variety of North Carolina products featuring Baker's Peanuts as our signature product, as well as unique and beautiful gift ideas from area artisans and crafters. Whether you are looking for health, relaxation, gifts, or delicious treats, we have what you want. Visit our showroom today or check us out on Facebook under Nuts and Buds in Grandy, North Carolina.
All right, we're back. So that was Benn Gunn and Heavensville. Another video that displays, the Australian radio station we work with is on the coast. So a lot of their bands, when they do their music videos, just have gorgeous backdrops of cliffs and beaches. And,
Oh, I bet it is pretty.
It is. Australia is a very beautiful country.
Also, is America.
Yeah.
Now, darn it, you local artists, you independent artists that were sending us videos, you're not. So we're forced to play 4 Australian-based bands right here.
Now,
where are you?
Let's give a little bit of credit to a couple of our local guys here.
Come on, I was feeling it.
When Martin Terry did his
Martin's
video
great.
for Our Love Is a Lie, very nice scenery. I mean, it was on the beach. It was.
Oh, she was a really good scenery.
Well, I'm sure she was for you.
I met her. She when we did the debut thing up at King's, she was there.
And so, anyway,
you know who Martin Terry is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, just okay.
So yeah, he had very good scenery in his video, and then Eric's Ride Through the Country. I mean that
we were in it. You don't see us, but we were there.
But it showed basically the area, and it showed basically what rural life is like in North Carolina, northeastern North Carolina.
Eric's videographer just thought Tony and I had too much charisma and that we could pull away from Eric. So even though we were there, he didn't get us on film at all. I know. It's just
it reminded me of R.T. Johnson's video, Thirsty. Was it
Thirsty Weather?
Thirsty Weather.
That's our only song we have of R.T. So R.T. What, man?
Anyway. Yeah, we need more music from you, R.T. Come on, bud.
And then Cooper, man's got new stuff out and didn't send it to us at all. Cooper.
I know, and I just saw Cooper at AJ's that night that Mikhail Buck was there, and he was like, dude, I got to sing you that new song.
You forgot us.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There are stations that are playing new bands that are, how many listeners they have? Ask them. So when you get that answer, we know how many listeners we have.
Exactly, we do.
Anyway, we're floating in around 10,000.
Dang.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. It's because of my ruggedly tall, dark, handsome.
Well, last I looked at our stats, I thought we were higher than that, dude. We were between 11 and 12.
We had 12, but when that whole thing with the insurrection riot that almost destroyed the entire White House and everyone in the state, our numbers dropped because people stopped having fun. And then you see them inching back up.
Well, there's no need to let politics keep you from having fun.
That's right. I don't care what Biden's doing that's going to totally screw up America. You listen to our station.
Exactly.
Hey, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, see, we don't do politics.
So anyway, let's get on what we're going to talk about with Laura, what's happening in her neck of the woods. I mean, obviously you're from Williamston. Mm-hmm. All right, so I know Georgia Dean's host people right regular there. What else around Williamston? I don't get to Williamston much these days.
We don't have any music, anything.
Well, what about down in Beargrass? What about Deadwood? Do they still do anything?
I haven't heard that they've done anything since the COVID. I mean, really, everything has kind of just stopped in that area.
All right. Well,
that sucks.
Do you ever mention? Of course, there's Greenville. Buccaneers open.
Yeah, Greenville, Washington. You've got places all the time you can play. I mean, I usually have to travel outside of where I live just to get gigs because we just don't have anything.
Well, do you ever? Where would you say that you play? Have you played any in Washington?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean,
Backwater Jacks.
Backwater Jacks. I played last year before they had all the COVID issues, and I'm actually playing at Parley Sip and Steam tomorrow, which is in Washington.
Parley Sip and Steam.
Yeah, it used to be called the Wine Crate, and but they renamed
Sip
it.
and Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Sip and Steam. Yeah. I remember it being called the Wine Crate.
Yeah, so I'm playing the brunch show tomorrow with Nanette Garrett from 12 to 3.
A brunch show.
Yeah.
A whole lot of ladies like this drinking tea.
Well, I mean, not the tea.
Play AC/DC.
They're drinking wine, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're having
better believe
brunch.
that.
We're talking mimosas.
Mimosas.
Yes, they're having mimosas.
All right, so what else is going on?
Well, I mean, see, at Parley's, I now have a show next weekend. I think it's the Bethel Fishing Club or something. I can't remember exactly where it's at. It's a new one. But yeah, Washington's got a lot of different places now. I've been booked with my friend Ann with Tanglewood at Backwater Jacks coming up. King's Coffee again.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got some different areas. We've started booking some festivals now. That'll be later in the year because of COVID stuff.
Yeah, I see them pop up as events, but it's funny because I'll get it on the page on the magazine, and I'll start putting it out there, then canceled.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm like, come on.
And it's kind of, and I'm not dogging because I'm not going to do that, but it's kind of gotten to the issue too where a lot of places now, because the COVID restrictions have kind of let up a little bit, they're only booking bands. So the duos, we kind of lost a second time because we lost first time because of COVID because they couldn't have a crowd. And now, because they've had that year without people making money or whatever, now the duos, they're not really getting anything. It's more bands.
I understand, but
I understand too. Yeah,
it only
definitely.
takes one more person, and you're a band. Get a bongo player, a kazoo player, and then you can put yourself as a band.
I'll say this, being that you are a duo, there's several breweries popping up just everywhere. I know in Greenville alone, 2 popular breweries, Pitt Street and Uptown, are very popular. And I know they book. And then you've got now I don't know about. It's not a brewery. It's more of a tap house. It's called Tapped. That's closer to Winterville.
Yeah.
Tapped. I actually enjoy going there. And the one thing about Tapped, I don't want to get political with anything, but there's a difference in Uptown Greenville and Winterville. Big difference. Yeah. You get closer to Winterville, everything kind of turns to the right. You go uptown, it turns to the left. Now, when they're more left-leaning uptown, they're going to be more of no social distance, keep your mask on, all that. But now you take a place, I give it to AJ McMurphy's. When McHale's there, they were like, come on in.
Good.
They didn't mention anything about the mask. Come on in. And the place was, I'm talking about every table full. It was packed. It was good to see people out getting around. We know that there's a virus. We know that it causes problems with certain people, but the world can't stop living. The world can't stop living. You got to get out there. It's a risk to step out of your door.
Well, think of it this way, okay? You're in your house. You're at destination A, and you're going to destination B, see AJ McMurphy's, right?
Yes.
So in between, you pick your nose in the car because no one's looking. Then you go to and pump gas, and you just pump up the handle. Maybe go into the store and get a nondescript energy drink, and that somebody just touched. And you do all these things, so by the time you actually get to your destination, putting on your mask is foolish.
It is. You have just exposed yourself in so many ways because it is natural for a human to, all right, I got a little itch. I got an itch. I got an itch.
Oh, me. I'm
it's
like,
just, that's what you're going to do. And nobody thinks, oh my God, wait a minute. I just got my hand sanitizer. I just got my car hand sanitizer. You would literally eat the skin off your hands trying to do this. You really, really would do that.
What's your take on this?
On the mask wearing and COVID? Well, I mean, I know I've had good friends pass away from COVID, so I do think it is an issue, but at the same time, I do think you can't live your life in your house either.
You can't.
No, it's not. It goes against human
I mean,
DNA.
we are, it's just people that have been cooped up. It's been detrimental.
And it causes crimes.
It causes crimes, and it causes more mental health issues because these people they're getting depressed.
Well, look what it's done to the children. I mean, Robert, 7-year-old, he's begging me for a playmate. He's lonely. And as immature as I am, I just don't fill the bill.
And the thing is you can say, well, everybody's going to die from it. No, it's funny because I've seen people, they were supposedly perfectly healthy. They got COVID, they died. Then I've seen people I've got a brother-in-law. He has got one lung. He's had a heart attack in his life, diabetes, overweight. And the reason why he's got one lung is because he's cancer survivor. He's had COVID twice. He's in a rest home. He's had COVID twice. And you know what? It didn't really faze him either time.
I don't know. You just can't run through life. Being alive is dangerous.
It's true. But getting back to talking about events and actual venues, people are now, their place is just looking for people. And it's funny, Weldon Mills itself, they got right on it, booked up. We're booked up all the way now, I believe, through July.
It was happening when I was talking to Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, people was just running to do that. And then, like I said, in your area, you got more breweries. In fact, there's a new one down in Winterville, Local Oak.
What'd you say?
Local Oak in Winterville. Very nice brewery. I went down on Sunday afternoon, relaxed environment. I love it. You walk in, you smell the grains, you smell the beer.
That's more of the places that I end up getting booked, or places like that.
Right. And I know that your destination is to get into bigger venues and to work there. And I know a lot of times anybody who's playing music tries to take what they can get in places. So a lot of places are available. And eventually I know the way that you play, I know that you're going to eventually have a band of your own.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about that, shall we? All right.
It's going to go big somewhere or another.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Don't be like Dennis DeYoung, where he's been working 40 years on a certain song. Get that band together and let's rock it.
That's the part that's so hard about it. It's like I'm half and half. It's like half of me, I love acoustic music. I love it. And then the other half of me, I want to jam. And it's like, how do you book an event like that? It's like, how do you put on the description of what, you know, when somebody books you? That's my biggest issue. Because when I played with the rock band, loved it.
I know you did.
Didn't have to sing.
I know you did.
Love playing the guitar. And then with me, when I'm booked my shows, you know, I'm doing acoustic and singing, and I love that too. But it's like, how do you, I don't know how to mix it together. But that's been my biggest hurdle.
I just think you pick a direction. I often thought that you would, wanted you in a band, a rock band. I just want you up there shredding. I want to hear whoom.
Yeah, he set me up with that.
It's all about me. I sent her down a path of self-destructive climate change nonsense.
Yeah, I heard about what happened in that one particular place.
Yeah.
It wasn't too good. Yeah.
Say the least. And there was probably no air conditioning. Woo, dog, it's hot in there. It's the musk that drives women crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. All right, so we got one more video left. This band, Love Child, we've been playing them for a long time. Dennis, Val, and the guys.
I've heard of that one. Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hey, Val, she's heard of you. You're on your way.
Loretta says, who hasn't heard of Dennis Val?
That's right.
Exactly.
Anyway, they're hitting it big time over in Australia, so we wish you luck and lots of love. They took a harder edge with their new song Punching Bag. We debuted the song.
I said they took a harder edge with the punching bag. I'm sorry.
I love it. She's getting spunky.
Tim throws in the puns.
It's just self-effacing.
He throws in the puns.
I don't even realize I'm doing it. Anyway, before I was really interrupted, you do that anytime, I love it. Their music took a little bit of a harder edge turn with their song Punching Bag, which we debuted a couple weeks ago. I'm watching what I say. Anyway, they sent me the video for Punching Bag.
What fun is that?
And it is hardcore, right in your face, kind of love noodle music if I've ever heard it. Good job, guys. Woohoo!
Love noodle music.
That's what I was thinking. What the heck is that?
I'm sorry. It's like being with. I'm having flashbacks to being with my 7-year-old grandson. Yeah. This is how we talk to each other. Like, you want to hear Love Child's Punching Bag? Yeah, give it to me in the face, man. Anyway, it is a great.
We were thinking about the love noodle.
You want the love noodle to the face?
No.
You might have to step out of the room for a minute.
Why did that come? Where did that even come from?
I used the term love noodle all the time with interacting with the boys. I'm like, you're my little love noodle, doodle.
Okay, we won them.
Oh. It's not anything deep and dark and perverted. I saved that for other shows, people, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Love Child, Punching Bag, in your face, hard edge with the bag. How's that?
In your face?
Turning left at a pass, so
Flowers by Wayne is your local artisan florist, located at 123 West Jefferson Street in Jackson, North Carolina. Beautiful in-house fresh floral arrangements and wreaths for any occasion, including weddings and funerals. Flowers by Wayne has a nice selection of green blooming plants, as well as a showroom full of gorgeous and unique gift ideas. Nothing says I love you or miss you more than nature's beauty. Free local delivery. Check us out on Facebook at Flowers by Wayne or give us a call at 252-308-2152.
Keep posting. I want to see how long you're going to post. All right, we're back.
I want whatever he has. I want to be that way once.
I'm crying on the inside.
I
so
think we can find the combination somewhere.
Well, it's all in how fine you grind the powder. Really, that's really the trick to the whole thing.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding, all right? But that is how I take my vitamins. Not two in the mouth, but under the tongue, right into the buccal.
Okay. We know now how you do that.
Yeah, I take my vitamins that way, my zinc, my magnesium,
You
my
just want direct
probiotics.
absorption.
I do. I want it in there. I want it in there fast.
Okay, so at least you're not over there with the spoon. At least you're not doing that.
Now, I find it hard to tie that rubber. Ugh.
Okay, that's a good thing.
And then again, my hand feels like it's a
Yeah,
snake.
Tim on out. Taking my vitamins.
We don't do
Get this vein
drugs. Well, at least not anything with needles. So anyway, gotta have our standards here on the show.
Yeah.
Now, this show was around in the 70s. We'd have a mountain of cocaine there, just like in the Aerosmith
Oh, good dear Lord, the 70s, they had cocaine, and then they were heroin. Like, oh shit, it's dinner time.
Where did I see it? I just saw it today. It was I want to go back and read the article. It was about how childhood actors in the 80s, they were actually doing drugs.
Well, I tell you, one who really had a problem when she was a childhood actor was Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
She was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
She was a child alcoholic.
Now look at her.
I mean,
She had 50 first dates and remembers nothing.
I don't know. She
So
was
stay
one
off the
Charlie's Angels,
booze,
too.
kids. See what'll happen to you? You'll be in a horrible movie. Anyway, kudos again to Love Child with Punching Bag. It was a good song. I love the direction. I like the hard edge. It was a good song.
Yeah.
So, all right, Laura, we're going to be wrapping it up. I'm sorry that you didn't talk more.
That was your job with the questions.
Okay, well, then we're not done. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Okay. What kind of car would you have if you had all the money in the world?
A yellow Mustang.
Stick or automatic?
Automatic. I suck at the...
What would you like to do in life if somebody said, do something daring? Bungee, cliff dive, what is it? What would you do?
This is not one you name, but storm chase.
Storm chaser.
I love that.
Huh.
Like when they did the little tornado tours and everything.
Really?
Big in the weather.
So you'd like to be in an SUV with weird boxes tied to the roof, chasing after a tornado. I'd do that with you. That does sound like
Set it
fun.
up.
Feel like you're driving too close to it. You're driving
Don't give him
into
any
it.
ideas.
We're flying.
That's going to be the What's Happening Entertainment Radio weather guy chasing tornadoes over there. If you give him that idea,
Turn left. There's a cow in the way.
Tim's gonna have his Jeep with everything on it. He's like, I'm chasing tornadoes, dude.
He comes prepared.
The weather guy.
I'm like, pop the hatch. We have to slow down.
Yeah, we need to push this thing out. All right, here we go.
You've opened the doors. It's like, here we go. To say we're weird.
Yeah, dive out and get in a ditch.
Well, wherever.
The tornado would look at him and go, I don't want none of that.
I'm turning into a hurricane just to mess with him. It's like, Anyway, on that note, see, that's a lot of fun. We should have done this the whole show. We just got to keep yammering questions at her, and then weird stuff comes out of it. Favorite animal, dog or cat?
Well, it used to be dog, but I got a cat, so I can't.
Oh, so because the cat's newer, you've foregone the dog?
No, I just always wanted a dog, and we just never got one like that until later, and I had a cat during that time.
Oh, I see. Have you ever owned hamsters?
I hate them things.
Gerbils?
Ugh.
Ferrets? Anything furry that looks like a rat?
No.
Okay. How about a snake?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind?
Oh, God. Daddy had a python.
A ball python?
A pet. You call him by name. He'd come up. Which is before I was born. That's what he grew up with. But yeah, we don't kill snakes and stuff. That's like a pet.
Well, we have black rats. You know, everyone's probably got a
Okay,
black
when you
rat.
say they're like, you don't kill snakes, you treat them like pets.
Yeah, Daddy.
Even if you look at, say, a big nasty copperhead, water moccasin, rattlesnake.
My daddy put me out of the house if I ever did anything to a snake. A snake to him is like a puppy to us.
Oh, he doesn't worship them, is he? State worship's not a good thing. At least other
Question:
things.
has your father ever been bit?
Oh yeah. But there's a scar on his hand right now where one had bit and had to take the teeth. He had all over the
Was it what kind of snake?
That one I can't remember. That one was not a pet snake.
You know what?
But the thing was, though, it wasn't venomous.
You're gonna have to test your dad.
All right. The reason why I'm asking this, as far as people like snakes, is the reason why I hate them. I got bit by a huge nasty copperhead. That was the most single excruciating experience in my whole life. I thought I was actually going to die. That snake, I mean, my arm, my arm's not small. My arm was that big where it hit me there. And this has been better than 20 years
Did you go
ago.
to the hospital for it?
I had to. I mean, my arm had swollen up. It was infected. My heart rate was off. I was dizzy. It was a very, very painful. I was having problems breathing.
Darn.
Snake venom is nothing to play with. And I didn't see that snake that was the reason why I got bit. It's not like I was saying, oh, snake, let me go down and mess with it. I walked past it and I got too close to it.
Well, that's me. I mean, I like snakes. I just don't like a snake I can't see.
That one, it got me, and I walked too close to it, and I didn't know it was there.
Here's what you do. Go and order illegally online, download some kind of torrent so you can get onto the dark web, and order yourself a reticulated python. Let it grow to about 20 feet and sleep in the bed next to your dad, and then we'll see how much he likes it.
He had a python that did all that.
Probably not a reticulated, though.
No.
They're the aggressive kind. They'll eat you.
He's...
I mean, any of them will eat you, but this is aggressive.
Yeah.
Sort of like being chased by a black mamba.
Darn.
You know what that is?
Oh, yeah.
What? I love it. Tell me about it.
It's venomous.
There you go.
One
Use
of
an
the most
11.
venomous snakes on the planet. That thing is nasty.
It is nasty. All right, we're running low on time and we're just getting heated up.
It's true.
I mean, look at this, how much we have learned about her in this short period of time.
True.
So did you really play with just guitars or did you have dolls?
Well, I mean, I
I'm
had
just curious.
dolls and Barbies before guitars, and then it was like, well, I don't have any fun with that anymore, so.
Dad caught you putting a guitar in Barbie's hand and he's like, what are you up to?
When I hit 9 and I got my guitar, I never looked back. Everything changed. So.
That's amazing. 9 years old. I had trouble putting my pants on at 9. And yesterday. But I was working in the yard all day, my back hurt. But anyway.
Don't feel bad.
You got any shows you want to plug real quick before we wrap it up?
Yeah, tomorrow at Parley Sip and Steam in Washington, 12 to 3 with Nanette and Garrett.
So that's Monday night? At what time?
It's Sunday.
No, this is Sunday night music scene. So they're seeing this on Sunday.
Then it would be the day of. Then I just.
She thinks this is live.
I do that every time too.
Look,
I do.
He has no room to talk because when he talked about the interview from Weldon Mills, he plugged it as last night. It was actually on Friday night.
Huh?
The interview with the guys at Weldon Mills.
See, I did it too.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
now
on
we're
Friday
What do you
night.
mean I get under your skin?
All right.
That's horrible. I thought you liked me.
So next weekend, March 19th, 20th, 21st, anywhere in that area. Do you have anything?
Oh God, I'm trying to think of where it was at. I want to say I think it was Kinston, but I don't think I've got that right. I can't remember. It's terrible.
She's not the one driving, so it's okay.
It's
Are you?
But I can bet you this: it will be on the What's Happening music scene. And
Yes.
As long as they tag me in it. Are you listening?
I will post it, tag you in it, and everything.
Yes, it will be.
Oh, if you need me to download more videos for you, do it. Because
Yes.
I got 4,500 views on the radio station from that.
Really?
Yeah! I was like, oh yeah, boing. It was great.
What were some of the comments?
Huh?
Anybody comment?
No, it just because it took off from there and then everyone shared it. Whatever comment would have gone there, it would have gone on yours.
Oh, I didn't realize. Well, I appreciate you.
So, you know, I mean, as much as I like you uploading your own music, if it ever comes down to it, we'll take the ratings.
Yeah.
You got it.
Just saying. All right, so don't forget, folks, if you're watching this show, make sure you go over to our magazine, what'shappeningentertainment.com. Click on the music scene page. I got all kinds of videos on there from what we talked about, mainstream, upcoming music events, our podcasts, old video shows, all on there. And don't forget, folks, Monday through Friday, every night at 6 o'clock, Australian Radio Indie, which is a music talk show. And then on most nights, you have Tim and Tony with the TNT Hangout. Thank you, Laura Davis, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We enjoyed it. We really did.
It's just
Appreciate
nice
it.
that somebody actually came on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Are we still running? You edit that out, Mr. Producer. I tell you what, anyone that works for alcohol is not dependable.
Oh, yeah, because you should pay him after the fact.
Dang, you're right. I'm not prepaying you anymore.
Exactly.
We're out of here.
Peace.